Save me a seat, darling. Basically, when I created the character of Jami Deadly, I wanted a original spin on the classic Vampira Elvira horror-hostess television show. I wanted to do things a little bit differently and in my own way, adding a 1950s blonde bombshell twist to the whole thing. So I just basically took my idea, shopped it around to all of the studios in the area, and then I contacted this one here, and I got in touch with a man named Mario. He thought it was a cool idea, and I didn't hear from him again for another year. And that's when he put me in touch with Matt.
I was just getting started, getting to know people, getting to know the staff. I was in the staff room, and this guy, the program director at the time, Mario Pena, he had this video on top of his desk, and it was a real cheesy titled movie. Werewolf in a Girl's Dormitory, and I asked him about it. I said, what is this for? He just kept telling me about the show that he wanted to do, and I said, I want to be a part of this. I would like to help out in any way. And he said, sure, I'd love you to help out. It turned out that, he ended up graduating. He wasn't able to do the show, and he asked me, you seem real gung-ho about this show that I was going to produce. I was wondering, would you like to produce it? A heartbeat. I just said, yes, I would love to.
And said, I know this guy that absolutely adores old horror movies, and he would love to help you write this and put it together. And we have all of the equipment here, the studio, the cameras. And I thought, great, this is finally what I've been looking for. And then I got in touch with Matt, and we talked off and on, finally did the first episode in October 2003.
I really owe it to Mario Pena, who passed the torch to me, and that torch was this show.
Well, let's just move on to our main entree for our first show celebration. As you can see, we have a delectable smorgasbord of hors d'oeuvres, the Deadly way. Starting with coffin croissants, some graveyard gravy, and last but certainly not least, the sacrificial chicken. Jenkins!
Jamie!
What are you doing on my table?
You wouldn't happen to have a toothpick, would you?
It was an original idea of mine to have a sidekick that was a severed head, just for the simple, cheesy fact that you could stick a guy in a box, and that's something they did in old movies. Look, we have an illusion of a floating severed head, but the rest of him is in a box. So I kind of always wanted to incorporate that into the show. Hey Jenkins, why aren't you dancing?
Well, it's not like I've got anything to dance with the, the lack of feet and all.
I think Matt said something about Deadly Cinema, and I wasn't sure what it was. They said Jami Deadly, and I was like, is that a real name? And they're of course like, no, it's a character, it's the sort of thing that she come up with.
He was a transfer student that got involved with NTTV, and that's how we met. I put up flyers all over the building to cast. We were both in the same room together, and he was emailing response to that flyer that he saw on the bulletin board. He didn't know it was me. I got the email from him like in the same room, and I said, did you just send me an email, Alex, that you wanted to be in the show? And he was like, yeah, that was you.
Double drat.
They said, would you be interested in doing, a talking head piece? Little did I know, an actual talking head being, the camera is on your face, shoulders.
We're going to zoom in when she's talking about, zoom into him. Zoom into him. Zoom in.
I'm a European, like most Europeans. I'm quite open-minded, so I was like, okay. Yeah, let's go for it.
Oh, what was that?
Alex is great. He is a hilarious guy. And we were very sad to see him go after episode 2. The cast that we had starting out had a very good chemistry together, had a good vibe, and we knew that after Alex had to go back to England that there was going to be a void there we had to fill.
Hello there, love. This is my young new protege, Raoul. He'll be taking over the position as cemetery landlord once I leave.
What? You're leaving?
What? You didn't know? My character is a landlord who, I would say he was a
His character, Matt wrote because he wanted the stock, human, normal character. In a cast of wacky characters, monsters, completely insane people, there's always the one normal character that is there to draw the audience in. You know, look, I'm just like you, and I'm having to, you know, be in this insanity, and that's what it's like to, you know, be in this wacky cast of characters.
Raoul, what is that?
This is Dr. Strangeglove.
Raoul, I'm not talking to that thing.
Well, you could either talk to me or the puppet.
I think in the end, he really wasn't so normal after all. Or maybe it was just the influence of us.
Dante is a fool. He is hilarious. If you pair him with Dante, it's a green light for me to just do an insult and just do anything.
Yeah, put them upside down just for one scene.
I met Dante about a year prior at a July 4th party. We became fast friends. You know, we were talking and we both mentioned that we were both RTVS students, and we were like, yeah, we should work together sometime. We didn't really think, I don't think at that point, that we were actually going to work together, but it turned out, you know, he got involved with NTTV same time I did. He was in a 2210 short film of mine called Herman's Big Break, which has no dialogue, but, you know, I knew that he was comedically gifted.
Matt saw what I was doing, saw the hate I was pouring out, and wanted me to be a part of the show.
Dante's great. He has a natural acting ability, which is great. He seems like he just sort of stuffs down all this comedic ability inside of him, and then at periodic times, it kind of just flies out, and you think, where did that come from?
I'm just trying to help Mr. Locke and Mr. Johnson demonstrate protocol.
Hey, Raoul, buddy, what's eating you, pal? Listen,
Yeah.
I need you to do me a solid, man. I need you to dig up a couple caskets so we can appraise their current market value. We'd really appreciate
Margaritas.
it. Right, thanks, Matt. We need 2 margaritas if you could whip that up on the trip.
Strawberry.
Zach and Brian, I met both of them separately. It was kind of serendipitous that Zach and Brian came along because an NT scene of mine, the show for NTTV, I needed one of them to play a lawyer, but I accidentally cast both of them for this particular NT scene, and they both showed up.
Hey. Okay.
Hey, buddy.
Matt.
How you doing? Doing all right?
We have reviewed your report. I'm John Johnson. This is my associate, Matt Locke.
How you doing?
So I just came up with the idea at the time that, you know what, I think I'm gonna just have 2 lawyers, and I'll just pair them together. I put the camera on them, they worked well, bouncing off each other, they feed off each other, that's what they're great at doing.
Was it because of the height? Because, you know, I've got a cousin who's got a...
Anyway, I know him.
Yeah, he can't
How's
stand
his
heights.
kid, anyway?
Half retarded.
That's too bad. Anyway, back to what you
The
were
drug
saying.
use didn't help. Oh, I'm sorry, Matt. This is about you.
That's too bad.
And after I saw that, I thought, I love these guys. They're great apart, but they're even better together.
We actually played lawyers for him in a NT scene piece he did a couple years ago. Actually, I didn't meet Zach until our first shoot for the NT scene piece, and he liked our chemistry there and decided that he was going to write those lawyers into the show.
What do you think about these headstones, Matt?
Oh, yeah, they're nice. I think we get a good $200, maybe $250 a
What
piece.
about this 7-carat necklace I found on a yet-to-be-buried corpse over there?
I don't know. That's maybe a gift for the wife.
I heard about it. I really wanted to get involved with it. Then he brought the lawyer characters, is what me and Brian had done for the little short he did for the television show. He brought those characters into an episode of Deadly Cinema, and we talked him into letting us be on every episode since then.
After I saw that they mixed in perfectly with the cast, I said I want them, I want them for every single episode.
I really enjoyed their first appearance as very sleazy, horrible, horrendous lawyers, because everyone hates lawyers.
What's that, boy? Lawyers have come to repossess the cemetery?
I play Cheney, the neighborhood werewolf. Jamie's sort of bad boy boyfriend type. He drinks too much and he's a womanizer, and he struts around and throws popcorn at people and grumbles a lot. I kind of describe him as a combination of Chewbacca, the Tasmanian Devil, and Elvis Presley.
Cheney has been the love interest of Miss Deadly from episode 1, when he showed his love by giving her the best gift I think a woman will ever have.
My very own bubblegum pink customized coffin. But who could have sent it? Oh, honey, you sent it? Oh, you're such a doll.
Every girl secretly wants a coffin. Flowers, chocolate, put that out the window.
Righto, it's Flash Phillips. We're saved. Yeah, sorry I'm right, comrades, but Serena had to stop and buy a pair of boots. And then we'll cut away. Here's how it goes. Hey, lads. Righto. All right, so don't mention the boots yet.
Okay.
Okay?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, mention the boots after he says righto and his line. So, and then we'll just do this in one take.
Hey, lads!
Whoa! Righto! Flash Phillips, we're saved?
But, lads, we would have been here sooner, but we had to buy some shoes for Serena.
Like, I'm really glad that I got in with this thing because it's more what I like doing. And I kind of miss the theater aspect of, or, you know, the performing aspect of film, you know, even though I'm a film major.
And you fall down.
I'm not falling with my guitar, man.
Here, take it off your...
Spoken like a true rock.
We've all got along great. I mean, there's no, you know, fighting or difficulty or attitudes flying around. It's long hours and quite a bit of work put into it. It really just comes down to you love being here, you're happy being here. You know, you're putting together everyone's efforts into a project, and it's just been great with everyone, just seeing what they can bring to the table.
All right. So now...
Line.
Yeah. Ah, thank you.
It is I, Batman. Gadzooks. Pick of the devil. You're Batman?
Now I know that one is already taken. I mean, the last couple of movies sucked ass.
I mean, we really came together. We really gelled. I really felt like I was not only touching them physically, but spiritually. You know, our souls and our genitals touched.
Just take off. I am Criswell. Damn it. Yeah.
This isn't for school credit. None of us are getting paid. We're not getting any kind of remuneration at all from this. And so I think anybody coming down here is really putting themselves out for just, you know, pretty much a good time, you know. And I'll do anything for a good time because I'm a whore.
Deadly.
That's deadly, honey.
It's not deadly? Oh, son of a bitch. I am sorry. I suppose I'd better scratch off my question about Bo.
If I can be on TV and wear makeup, I can feel pretty.
Go for your little thing. Go for it. And then just like...
You know, it's very tense. You know, Matt is... He's always very stressed. I sometimes worry about Matt because he's the director and he's always very, very, very stressed out. We don't have a lot of time. We usually have, like, you know, only a couple hours a day over a period of 3 days, so we don't have a lot of time to do, like, a lot of reshooting.
Get a shot of that.
Yeah! It's a little late. I'm not doing it again.
Do it again.
Okay, all right.
Everybody, you know, we joke around a lot, and I think that relieves the tension, but it also sometimes seems like everybody's about to jump at each other's throats.
If you're here in the studio and everyone's here acting, it's quite kinetic experience. Hold on.
Damn it.
We're waiting for...
It's hectic because he worries himself to death about being on his schedule, but it always turns out really well.
Yeah, everyone gets a little bit tired and cranky. At the end of the day, and the next time you see people, there's no grudges held.
By the end of it, we're all very, like, tired and punchy and very, very goofy. So sometimes that comes across on screen.
Good times. Michael?
The movie dub process is a long and tedious one. We have some actors from the show that come into a small sound studio to record their voices while we watch a movie.
When the show first started, Matt, Alex, and I would dub over the movie.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's your girlfriend from last night.
How do you know about her?
With Alex, he would basically hit on me all the way through it, and me in retaliation would poke fun at the fact that he's a severed head and he can't do much about it.
Yeah, I like to dabble now and again when I can get
How do you
strapped
hang on to your surfboard?
I'd get strapped on, my dear.
Didn't like them at all. It was so boring because they were so bad.
There we go. Grabbing his testicles.
If you come along, I'll show you
Brilliant.
your quarters.
But then sometimes it was good making fun of them. It just the jokes got a little bit sort of tiresome.
I suppose everybody suffers from epilepsy. Put a strobe on and have a party.
After Alex left, then Brian and Zach came in, so it would be the four of us. And that's how it's been every episode since.
I love you.
Can I have your autograph, Vincent? No!
I hate stalkers.
I better get out in the open where they can find me.
The paparazzi are everywhere. They're bad, you know, not even like fun to watch bad. I mean, just like boring bad. And I mean, when you have to sit there through even an hour and a half movie where just like nothing's happening and people are just in a room talking about stuff that you don't even know what's going on, you know, what they're referring to, it gets a little rough.
Ah, the Fresh Prince arrives.
It's Professor Plum. Oh, God. And his giant sidekick.
Oh, the garbage. They're absolutely horrible. They're the worst things I ever saw in my life. Actually, no, that's not true.
Who's got the sombrero on?
One of them fancy women.
With them, what do you call them?
Bosoms.
Yeah, this is Daisy.
She puts out.
Teach you how to swing.
I checked her out. So far, no rashes.
We're doing a service, really. These movies that people have forgotten, that we bring back into their lives. Because you can learn more from a bad movie than you can from a good one.
More time-lapse crap.
Moses. There's something real charming about these old movies that we use. They want to be as entertaining as possibly be, you know, but they just don't really have the budget to do it. That's reflected in the show itself. We try our best to make sure that we have that bridge between the movie and the show.
But I've always been a huge fan of bad movies. I just cannot stop watching them. I think it's that car accident type feel to it that you just can't stop looking at it.
Extreme close-up. It's a skincare commercial.
And I've had to sit through so many of them, but it's by choice, and that's a little bit strange. But I am a little bit strange, so it makes sense.
Vicky? Where have I heard that name before?
Oh, Vicky.
Wait, my name's Vicky.
You shut me up for that?
The funny thing is that whenever we're actually there doing it, about 80% to 90% of the jokes that we end up using for the show are pretty much there on the spot.
I read somewhere.
Where is she looking?
Is she reading her cue cards on the ceiling?
He's not that tall.
Holy crap. He's a giraffe.
Well, I don't expect it to be a breeze right off the bat.
That's good.
I mean, is he like in a high chair?
It's a fun process. And then Matt, he threw in the last few episodes, he made us sit there and do the movie dubbing twice in a row.
I make sure that we watch it once and we take a break and then we watch it one more time just to smooth out any cracks.
We got a nice tree in the yard, but it ain't got no coconuts. We got a nice tree in the yard, but it ain't got no coconuts.
Just to be extra sweet to us, because he knows we love doing it so much.
I hope they'll forgive me for making them watch a really bad movie twice in one day. That's my only hope.
It was fun to work with Jami because she actually has a good sense of humor, and you know, a lot of attractive girls don't.
Insert the puppet in her cleavage. No, not quite. Like right there.
It's all about my boobs.
She caught me staring at her breasts a lot. A lot.
Really good. It was really funny to start with.
Didn't you know how hard it was to find a grocery store that sold post-sacrifice?
Jami would mess up her lines. I'd mess up my lines.
Right, well, hold on a f***ing minute.
And we'd just laugh because it was just so sort of silly and stupid what we were doing.
I'm putting the lid on you.
Don't you get your bloody cheek.
Okay. All right, that was good. That was good.
Can somebody get the towel? Yes, thanks.
But the nicest bit was just like off camera, we're just laughing and messing around all the time.
All my children of the corn.
All my children. Real close so the audience gets it.
Okay,
All
okay,
my
okay.
children of
The corn. Ding.
Yeah.
Jamie is a heck of a talent. She's a force of nature. She has apparently a very large following. I could see why. There's a lot of talent there. And she's just really a trooper. Darn trooper. Also, hell of a looker.
We had to do this Christmas thing where I had to be Santa, and I wanted Jamie to sit on my lap.
During the series, because I also perform as a live performer, I kind of wanted to add that in during one of the episodes. And I told Matt I'd really like to work this song in, and we discussed it, and we thought, hey, this would be a great sort of ending piece for the Christmas Spooktacular episode.
Hit it, boys. Santa baby, just slip a sable under the tree for me. Been an awful good girl, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight.
Santa Baby, which was originally sung by Eartha Kitt, and she sung it in a very breathy, seductive Marilyn Monroe type way, originally done in the 50s.
Never sat on my lap again. And actually, I have a restraining order.
That is actually probably my favorite episode too. Not for that reason, but
Jamie is great. She's everything that you want, not only in a star, but, you know, just a perfect woman, you know, smart, funny, and gorgeous in every way possible. Working with Jamie is a dream, you know. She's really easy to direct. She never complains. She's has a real passion for this character and the show, and she's just incredible in any way possible. I adore her.
yeah, he's great to work with. I mean, he's been the backbone, the strength of this show. I brought the idea to it. He's brought even more to it.
Matt's a good guy.
Talented man. Tall, very tall.
Matt does a lot of, do it like this. And then I go, Matt, I'm not going to do that. And then I would.
Matt is great with all his pop culture references. You can tell he's very passionate about horror movies and campy, cheesy movies of all varieties from all different decades.
We may have an outbreak of a virus in our cemetery.
Oh no, you mean that terrible movie with Jamie Lee Curtis and Stephen Baldwin?
Never saw it.
Well, no one did, really.
No, I mean like a real virus. The kind that would take over our bodies and control our free will. Like that other movie, The Puppet Masters.
Never saw it.
Well, no one did. It kind of rips off the X-Files, actually.
He every single day that we shoot, he's really energetic, and he's just putting everything he has into it. And I mean, that's great.
Whenever you actually have them here, you want to make sure that they're excited to do the work.
We both share the love of it, but sometimes, you know, I think his love runs a little bit over.
Basically, we're going to be running this direction. Like, first I'll go, and I'll just go, you know, then run, then you come like right after, and then, you know, just kind of go like,
Matt wants things done a certain way, and it's usually his way, but now he is giving if you suggest something and he thinks that it will better the scene.
Matt knows we like to play around, so he writes the characters pretty loose.
Well, you're funny, man. You're really funny.
How am I funny?
I don't know, man. You're just funny.
I swear to God, I thought you just said, please kick my ass.
That's a lot of fun. Makes this whole thing a lot of fun.
I heard the word. He's a really good editor. He's able to put all the crap that we come up with into something intelligible.
Funny, man.
Yeah, he's a hell of a guy. I'm pretty sure he's got a concussion once or twice because we constantly are hitting him over the head.
Over there. What? Oh, a lot of
Matt's getting injured a lot for some reason, but there was also a point in time where Matt hit his head on the edge of a camera.
Matt injuring himself on this very same camera. He hit his head on the sharp edge of that.
Bang.
Leave it, it's good.
You're a zombie, leave it.
You know, they thought the blood worked for the character, so we kept it in.
Which again, that shows his devotion. If he died, he'd come back just to finish the show.
What did you hit your head on?
This corner where he's sleeping.
Ow, dude.
He is a director. He's pretty good. He's very like pacey. He's like he just wants it done. He's not, don't you mess about, but as long as you get the job done, which is perfect. I mean, as long as you get the job done, have fun, but just get the job done, which I was a big fan of.
You know, the relationships that we've made, just the basic aspect of filming a TV show. I mean, it's a lot more complicated than I could have ever imagined.
Action lawyer. I'm glad that I got to work on something at UNT. You know, if it comes on, I pretend to be, embarrassed, but I'd kind of want people to see it at the same time. I
like the horsing around. I like getting together.
It was fun. It was good. Good experience. If I had to sum it up in one word, I would say good.
The scenes, they lack focus. The jokes are corny. Characters contrived. But then again, the actors are bad. So it evens out. I didn't mean any of that. Well, half of that.
It just felt so great that I had actors come in who weren't paid, who weren't held at gunpoint, that they would actually trust me enough to say the lines that I wrote and follow the directions that I give them. And it's really is magic. I think I have the best cast on the planet.
To me, I love pushing my own boundaries. I love exploring, different aspects of what I can do, what I can accomplish. So to me, that's been completely rewarding. And then you have something that, you can look back on and say, look what I did. And I'm proud of it. Even though it's extremely cheesy and campy, I'm proud of it, darn it. Bye, everyone. Okay. Y'all come back now.
We got roped in because he has pictures of us naked together in what I can only describe, without going into too much graphic detail, as a reverse cowgirl with a donkey punch twist. What about Dante?
Dante.
Give it up?
No, we're interviewing each other for Matt's behind the scenes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I thought you all were just chatting.
No. Well, we are, but Matt's recording our chat. But he can edit around this. He's that good.
I hope he uses this part.
Yeah, me too. Bye, Walter Deed. What was the question?
A ad lib. Let's find some props.
Hey, look, kids, it's Marilyn Monroe in a really bad sweater.
I'm wearing Arthur Miller right now. Ta-da! That's my crazy ad lib.
And Polly do the printing.